Is there added difficulty preparing for a team that frequently uses two quarterbacks?
No, I don't think so. Because if anything, it's easier because you know when one quarterback comes in, they're probably better at one thing, and when another quarterback comes in, they're better at another. So you know what to expect more.
How good is Coulter? Talk about Coulter a little bit. Kane Coulter.
I don't know who that is.
He's one of their two quarterbacks. He's the guy that runs around a lot.
Nah,
little one.
we don't know.
What have you seen from him? I mean, what stands out about him?
I was about to leave this meeting and go watch film, so I don't know anything about Northwestern yet.
I got you.
Michael, for a program like that,
They're
obviously
undefeated.
Northwestern's won some games lately, but they don't have quite the tradition that a place like Ohio State does. It's their homecoming. ESPN Game Day is going to be there for the first time since '95. They're undefeated. What do you think this means for a program like that to have a team like Ohio State coming in that kind of setting?
I don't know. It probably means a lot to them. I was talking with some guys, and apparently they're treating the game just like in any other game. That's what they're saying in the media, and I mean that could be true, but I think it's hard to deny that it's a night game against another undefeated school, and if they're an undefeated school, then or undefeated team right now, then it's a big game. No matter, there's no way to put it. It's not a big game, so it probably means a lot to them. They probably really want this one, just like we do.
Michael, after the game, Urban talked about the need to get a more consistent pass rush.
Yeah.
How, as simple as it is just defeating blockers, is there something else that you all feel like you can do at a little bit of higher rate to get more impact on quarterbacks?
I think when it comes to pass rush on a consistent basis in a game, you have to have a plan every single time you do it. When you start getting into the flow of the game and you know it's a pass, you just kind of be like, okay, I'm just going to go try to rush the quarterback. But you have to have a plan on what move you're going to use. I think as a D-line, we need to be more focused on each and every time we put our hand in the ground, knowing it's a pass. We need to be, all right, thinking of going through moves on our heads and counters and stuff like that. Because I think on the D-line, we have some really, really good pass rushers. And when we all have a move, it's really hard for people to block us. So I just think we just need to have more of a plan. Because I think you saw near the end of the game, we were getting consistent pressure, and that wasn't like we changed anything or called new plays, or I think we all understood the gravity of the situation, and people started really working different moves and stuff, and I think that's just what it has to be.
Hey, Michael, the D lineman at Northwestern from Centerville, whose name I can't pronounce.
Fadi?
Yeah. Do you know him well? And
Yeah.
Tell us about him a little bit.
I haven't watched him at all this year, but very fast. I mean, hasn't gotten a lot stronger since high school. And he should be a good pass rusher. It'll be interesting to see how he does against our tackles. Hopefully we can lock him down.
What was your line like with him?
Good. I remember in our last game high school, he was like the only person able to run down Braxton, so he's pretty good.
Michael, was it a feather in y'all's cap that Wisconsin went to the air as much as it did, meaning they didn't rely on their ground game? I mean, do y'all take a little bit of that from that game?
Yeah, it was good to know that we could shut down their run game to a certain extent. Hopefully, I mean, would have liked to maybe shut them down a little bit more. They had a couple kind of longer runs, but it was good to see that they had to go to the pass in some situations. Would have liked to lock down the passing game a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Get more pressure on the quarterback so we didn't put the DBs on an island so many times. But I guess, yeah, I mean, whenever you're able to hold Wisconsin to 100 yards rushing, it feels pretty good.
Speaking of DBs, Dave Biddle has one more question.
I'll just ask real quick. Didn't it come down to Northwestern and Ohio State for you in recruiting, or is that
Yeah.
okay? How close was it?
It was pretty close. I love the people at Northwestern and the program. It was a good place. Ended up coming here because I felt like it was a better choice and liked it more. But I mean, Northwestern's a great school.
Thanks Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you.